and just so tired of having to hold everything up and hold everything in while having to show up. To quit YouTube or not to quit YouTube? That is the question. I've been away for roughly around 4.5 to 5 months, and that's kind of a long stint. That's one of the longest stints I've ever been walking away from YouTube and from social media content in general. A lot went on in that time, and a lot led up to me actually making that decision. So today I'm going to give you an update of what's been going on in my life that led up to that, as well as where I'm at right now and where I'm moving towards in the future. First of all, I want to thank all of those of you who have supported me, past, present, and future. I want to thank my Patreon family who has been there with me always, mostly through this entire journey on YouTube. Which has not been very easy as a solo creator. To all my followers out there, my audiences, thank you for following me on this journey and for following me on some of my different platforms and social media. It means a lot to me that you feel inspired and you share the same passion that I have for travel and for solo travel, which is not for the weak at heart. Just kidding. For Girl Traveler, each year has been kind of like a fingers crossed. We don't really know what's gonna happen in the following year. I kind of treat my YouTube channel like a television show where it's kind of like each season, you know, will we come back? And that's gaining like consistent sustainability in my channel has been a challenge, especially being a solo creator like myself who's got to juggle everything as well as a blog. So all of this stuff fuels each other. It's all wrapped around travel, and that is how I create like a livelihood around my creativity. But at the same time, each year it becomes a little bit harder just because there's only me to work on all the content to create it. After a while, me gets worn down, and even though I've hired an editor to help me with this workload, because coming home with all this footage is just a back-breaking chore for me, while I also have to show up on social media, on my blog, and all that stuff. The burnout is real. Creator burnout is real, and it comes in waves. It's not something that you experience once, but it's something you can like experience continually, just kind of like a marathon runner. Every once in a while you need that break and you need that downtime. But because content creation is the way it is, and we have to keep, or I have to keep things fluid, there's really no downtime for what I do and the kind of job and industry this is. So when the pandemic hit, obviously it hurt all of us. Like, it devastated all of us. We just didn't know where travel was moving towards. But it also hit a lot of small travel content creators like myself, whose content is wrapped around travel. So it was really hard to come back that year, and I was pushing through it. I can't tell you, when you see a company that you've built for years, creating videos around, creating blog posts around, and social media content, to see all of that crumble within just like a month, it's very devastating. Monetizing has always been a challenge for every creator. For content creation, we need to create multiple streams of income. We need to grow these, build them and grow these in order for it to all channel back and ultimately feed the work that we do so that we can continue to do them. Now, when the pandemic hit, I was posting videos on my trip to Italy, and I had a really bad feeling about the coronavirus, and ultimately Italy was the first to get struck with the virus. And when that happened, I immediately pulled my videos and shelved them all. It was an ethical consideration for me. I knew that I didn't want to promote travel. I knew it was unsafe to promote travel. Audiences watch me, and they create there's this weird time lag that happens when I post a video and you guys watch it. And a lot of people think that when I'm posting that video, I'm actually in that country traveling. it's an issue that I've never really raised because I didn't have the time to raise because I'm juggling all my videos, and after I come back from a trip, I'm trying to get them edited and out to you guys. At the same time, I'm just like, how do you guys think that I'm very capable of being a solo creator, traveling on my own, figuring out where to go while filming myself and then editing it at the same time? How can I do that? But people do believe these things. Some people think that I'm actually traveling when most of the time after I've posted a video usually means I've already left, you know. And I've never made an effort to clarify that, and I didn't think it was a big deal because really me, when I get down to my purpose of creating the video, it's to create an evergreen video and not something that's like I'm traveling right now and I'm posting it real time. If I did that, I would be superhuman, or I'd have a huge budget to stay in hotels for the length that I have to edit these videos in. So I didn't feel comfortable sharing my videos because people always think that I'm traveling when I share them. So I had to make the decision to shelf the videos, and that's like shooting myself in the foot. While trying to think of new content to create as a travel content creator, it was just really, it took its toll. And I can tell you, just watching my channel crumble, and whatnot, it was just even more heartbreaking. So I'm dealing with the devastation of having lost everything while still trying to be as positive as I possibly can during a political season when Black Lives Matter and Asian hate is coming around. And it was just a really impossible year to survive in, and ultimately the burnout was really severe for me. I'm still recovering from it, and the fact that I've had so much time away helps, but basically my creativity was just sucked dry. For me, there was no way to refill that cup. I ended up just resenting creating content for the sake of creating content. I know that in this video I'm trying my best to be really optimistic and lightweight about it, but what I suffered in this past 4 to 5 months has been really intense for me. And for a long time, even trying to create this video was rough because anytime I would just try to start speaking about what I was going through, it was just this huge, my mind would just like zone out. I'd blank out. My mind just wanted to divorce itself from my entire body, and that's pretty extreme. And it was just really challenging. There are times that I would test some of my videos and put them out, and it would not, you know, it would not click with audiences. And so eventually I got shyer and shyer about posting things, and then I got worried about posting them, and then I just got neurotically paranoid about posting them. For a long time I couldn't even look at my channel and my blog. It's just too heartbreaking at times. It was almost like throwing money down the drain. So ultimately I shifted all my videos over to my Patreon fans, where I knew that they were there to support me and they wanted to see my videos. But this channel was just very empty. I know there are folks out there who are wondering if I'll ever travel again and if I will create more content for this channel. And I think that's going to be a question for another video. There's a lot of mixed feelings that I still have towards travel. At this current time, I have taken a job working in the entertainment industry or the television industry, and it is a brutal 9-to-9 job, but it's in an industry that I'm, you know, am still very passionate and curious about. So currently that's taking a lot of my time. I will be starting to post videos that I have put off to the side and not shared with you. I'll be sharing those in the coming future. But where my channel leads, I'm really not sure if there's an interest for travel, if you guys are even interested in seeing travel anymore. And I guess I'm gonna feel out how you guys receive the videos that I do post. They will be irregular for this time because I'm still trying to manage and adapt to the energy that I need for this new job that I have. The good thing about this job is that I'm still free to travel around the islands, and it helps me to empty my brain, the brain that felt overwhelmed and stressed. My creativity is starting to slowly come back again, and my health is starting to recover a little bit more. If you guys are interested in seeing like videos about my YouTube filming or like the work that I go through as a content creator, definitely let me know, because I'm considering putting that on my second channel. That's like the channel I'm saving on the side, kind of like when I have to pull the plug and run. I'm just kidding. I hope everyone is well out there, taking good care of yourselves during this time, and I hope you're starting to feel life coming back. Okay, I will see you in the future. May the GRRR be with you. I have an update for those of you who have purchased my creator courses, bundles, or ebook. You are getting a huge upgrade. That is one of the silent things that I've been working on. There's a lot of awakening and realization that I've been going through during this pandemic, about my business, about monetization, about creating a sustainability in a brand. And there are things that I made big mistakes in, and this pandemic has helped me see that. So I leave the link down below, check it out, and yeah, see your bonus gift. What a lot of people didn't see was that throughout this whole time that I've been trying to show up, I was just so depleted of my energy. I was so burnt out and to a crisp, but I was continually trying to push myself to keep going. And I was struggling through daily feelings and emotions of frustration, upset, disappointment, fear, stress, overwhelm, self-hate, for all the things that I could not control, for all the things that I had invested in my brand, and for all the things that I saw but didn't do for my brand that could have helped put it in a better spot. And then something in my mind just broke. And I just couldn't put anything out. I became very afraid of putting things out. My brain just felt like it was crumbling, and just so tired of having to hold everything up and hold everything in while having to show up. And then there were just feelings of being ashamed that I was failing. I couldn't change the videos that I had already shot, and I had already invested so much in them. We're all people behind our videos. We're all creators trying to make our dreams happen, trying to get paid for something we love doing, you know, but doing it on our own terms, doing it the way we envision it.